Here's a crazy story for you guys. Many years back, I was in Kenya on holiday in a safari because I wanted to see all the animals from the jungle, all the crazy animals you don't see on a normal day to day basis in the city. So I'm driving in this van with all the other guests, and we can see the giraffes and other animals. And then eventually we come to a lion. This lion was about to eat. So it was right next to the dead body of a different animal, the carcass of some other animal it was about to eat. But because we stopped, our vehicle stopped next to this lion, it wouldn't eat. This was a shy lion. As long as we were watching, it wouldn't eat. Until we drove away. When we drove away, this lion finally continued to eat its food. So this was a shy lion, a shy lion. Now, that story is not actually true. I made it up, at least the part about the lion, because shy lions don't exist. There's no such thing as a shy lion. But let me tell you a different story. This one's completely true. Many years back, I did want to get into content. And I was traveling, so I decided to pick out my camera and start filming. And I remember thinking, everyone's around me, everyone's watching, everyone can hear exactly what I'm saying. And for this reason, I was a bit shy, not completely confident. And even though I did film, it still affects the way you show up, the way you speak, the way you perform in front of the camera. And the lesson here is if you care what people think, you will not succeed. If you care what people think, you will not succeed. You have to move forward and not care what anyone thinks when you have a goal. Here's a different quick story. This one you might relate to, especially if you're a guy. So I'm in a cafe, in some cafe restaurant with friends. And one of my friends is like, that girl, she is nice. There's a group of four of us, 4 or 5 of us. I can't remember exactly. And he likes this girl in the cafe. So for the next 10 minutes, we're just trying to motivate this guy, trying to encourage him. Go speak to her. Just say hi. Just introduce yourself. Just do this. Just do that. And he's giving all these excuses. No, 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 no. But the biggest one is I'm in a public space. There are people watching. So this guy, he cared what people thought. He cared about everyone else in the cafe watching him either succeed or mess up. And because of this, he didn't move forward. And this is something that is going to happen to every single person. If you have a dream, if you have a goal, if it's to start your own business, to start posting content on social media, on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever. If you want to travel, you want to move to a different country, you're thinking, what are my friends going to think about this? What is my family going to think about this? You know, everyone's always self-conscious. Like I'm making this video right now, I'm burning, I'm sweating because of this LED light. And I'm thinking, everyone's going to watch me sweating in this video, but I don't care. I just keep moving forward and share my message. If you care what people think, you will not succeed. You will not succeed if you care what people think. And for me, I get scared as well. I get nervous, even though it's something I'm constantly working on in different areas. But the fundamental for me is another quick story of how I got to this. In making content, I like to interview people. And I spoke to this guy once. I said, hey, let's make a video right now. I just want to ask you a few questions. He said, I would love to, but I'm scared. I'm afraid. And somehow that just pierced my soul because I remember thinking, I get it. Everyone's afraid. But me personally, even if I was afraid, I wouldn't say it out. I wouldn't say it out loud to a random stranger and admit that I'm afraid. Like, it's not something that I can accept. For me, I do get afraid. Everyone gets scared. But I'm scared of being scared. I'm scared of accepting fear. I'm scared of verbalizing or accepting fear in my life. And that might sound dramatic, but there are reasons for this. And I'll tell you how crazy it gets for me sometimes. People love to go on roller coasters, at least some people. You go to Disneyland, you go to a theme park, and you get on a roller coaster. And roller coasters are fun, they're meant to be fun. But 50% of the time I ride roller coasters has nothing to do with fun. It's because I'm walking with friends, I'm walking with family in a theme park, and I see this roller coaster, and I notice some fear inside me. And it's almost like, wow, I'm really taking a shower here. Bear with me, guys. But it's almost like for me, when I see this roller coaster, when I see this contraption, it's speaking to me. The roller coaster is saying things like, hey, you're a bitch. You're not good enough. You're scared. You're a kid. You're a chicken. Like, it's saying words to me. The roller coaster is insulting me because I'm afraid. And so I think to myself, oh, you're insulting me. You're saying these words to me like I'm not good enough. I'm not brave enough. I'm going to show you that I can do this. And out of all the times I've been on roller coasters, 50% of the time, it was just to prove something to myself. Because the one thing that I don't want to accept is that I'm afraid. It has to be something you work on, not something you just accept. And the reason for that is because if you're afraid, if you care what people think, you're not going to get very far in any area of your life. You're not going to get very far. So that's the reason why, for me, it's something I'm constantly working on. And this is where I'm going to leave you guys. Think about the lion that I made up at the start of this story. If a lion is scared to hunt, if a lion is scared to eat, it's going to starve. And it's the same for your goals, for your dreams in life. If you're scared to take action, if you care what people think, you will not succeed. Leave you guys there.